ra kwanga ke setšhaba sa geso wa bona ka mokgolo go motseng ka gona gona jwale ke ka mokgolo tshwanetse go ka go theletša batho ba batlang go bolela ke ka mokgolo tshwanetse go ka go theletša mopresidente ga bolela. I love the way you are now and just keep it that way. Jwale ke nyaka gore ke bale ba tšea karolo ba ba beng gona mo ba swantse gore ba tla ba bolela. Legatong la business ke filwe leina la Maabane Nkgetheng. Legatong la Taxi Association ke filwe Maluleka Prince. Legatong la Youth ke Vuma Zanele. Legatong la Community ke Theledi Kgoroba. Re kwane mo senaleng. Legatong la Governance ke Class Diphofa. Legatong la Sanko ke Mogalaka Phuthi. Legatong la People Living with Disabilities ke Mr. Mabaso. Legatong la batho ba bagolo, the elderly, the golden girls and boys ke Rashidi Malopi. Legatong la basadi la go emela bomme ke Nthabeleng Pindile. Legatong la traditional leaders ke filwe leina la Mmakgoši Phasha. Ke yona ke re kwane gore ge ba se yona le tla dira eng. In the meantime ke tlo kgopela batho ba protocol to assist us to line up. Ke nagana gore le gane le list ka moka ke no ba le gane na le kwa le am I correct? I'm correct. Ke kgopela le boledišane le ba protocol mo le dimmera di gona mo le sa kwanang ka a certain name le kgone go bontsha yona ke bana ba ba protocol. Mbuyana, can you sit down? Thank you. Ba protocol siba no. But what protocol siba? Molisa kwani ngilina. The president is here to listen to you. So please, and the young ones went in the room to have a go laolega le go share. Jwale batho siba le taba ba tsamaisa kwa le maina ke gopela go checka mo pele. Nkgetheng ba gona. Thank you. Maluleka Prince ba gona. Thank you. Zanele ona. Ya leboga. Kgoroba Theledi. Diphofa class ba gona. Diphofa. Ke lena. Re thoma ka di stakeholders and we are not there shakana mo motho mo le making noise. Re thoma ka di stakeholders. Ga re feta ka di stakeholders, who said we are not going to open? No one said that. So ke gopela le laolege re thome ka di stakeholders. I've got a list here. Ase bothata e re feta ka e over Mbuyane. Ridumeleng re thome pele mo. Yes. Mogalaka le gona. Yes. Mabaso ba gona.
Okay. Can we agree? Oh, can we agree? There are stakeholders heavily organized. So stakeholders like business, stakeholders like taxi associations, and those stakeholders that are organized. And all the other colleagues we will talk once the program continues, so that we have an organized way of solving the problem. Marisa Tilia program. I really happily, that's what I'm saying. So we're going to start these stakeholders that are organized. The Katomaka business to be able to start whilst recombinant work that they want to solve whatever the dispute is. Okay, thank you very much. And we have a representative. But so we can't open a meeting in Karaki branch. The Rasmuli meeting in Karaki branch. Okay. So we will solve that problem. So that those that dispute, we solve the problem without disrupting the program. So come up with business so that's on the page. Compared to the years and the terms still gone to by the people of the Rafa. I don't know where people are out of hell. It's not where to do any mind. How will the same side mind as a Hasish area man? Timber, Renalme, the Limpopo. Why don't worry, we're going to with him or with your mother. I give them a sala. I'm going to be the one I'm masculine or FTL. In a whole family, one family, one in my. We're telling her, we're calling the pool. We're going to ceasefire. We're going to peace accord. Because we're going to the businessmen living. Back in 2015, I was broken the roads. Not knowing who they are or own a company. Today it's me. Where we have a company the bar against the community. Oh, hopefully, some of them will not open the soul. Like if you get out of President at 2015, how one of these illegal mines here? We are not happy. we prohibit mekgwa ya bosupa goba go thiba ditsela aka batho ba šomela godimo ga ditshepiši tšeo batho ba goba le tšona 2015 2016 2017 go bile le lenaneo botsoko le ba le bitšang gore ke di-small mining small scale mining initiatives up to so far ga di a direga goba ga di direge gore nna borakgwebo botana ba batho ba baso mohlomongwa lebaka leo ke lona le dirang gore go sepele go khutša monagephetše mo na le leemaema re a duma gore ofisi ya mmasepala goba wa lefapha la led ba re fe sebaka sa gore re tsene ka diofising tša bona a re botse gore ke mekgwa efeng ya go fumana di-license because we want to mine. We cannot be spectators. We want to mine. Company yaka e go go ntlha ke nyana ya le kana le company ya monna wa gowa e go go ke nyana e ya ya mara go ba ai ya ba PTI afisa apply la license ya mining ba go file ke tsela ke fi jawe no gore bona di ba qualify to get license rina re ba thobaso re ba go go kana ya re paledish because my fellow go bona gore ke sona se se tlang go go tla le illegal mining kana le gopela wa president gore ka gopela ba ka fatsa dimera tsa gago gore di kgone go bolela go bolelishana le go ga di-mine on our behalf. We also don't want to be blocking the roads. We want to work for our kids. We want to work for our municipalities. And we also want to work for our country. Maatala bokamoso very far bomogola go botana ba e leng gore ga le ba fe menyetla instead of gore le ba fe menyetla le ba letsa mapodisa. They are not in Ethiopia, they are not in Rwanda, they are not in Uganda. This is not going to be the platinum, the black platinum. This is not going to be the black pearl. We want to sit around the table, discuss the way forward, discuss the strategies, because we want to benefit. We have registered many companies. I sometimes blame, but at the same time, do not blame my colleagues when they revolt, open the doors. Create a link in between the mining houses and us, the communities. Create the links. In my conclusion, the officer of LED must work. Officer of LED must work. This guy now, when at the end of the day, we will consume the matters, rather than blame the leadership, it must fall. Running department like department B. Officer specifically in face and mining. Please, please, Commander Madam Mining because the contributors to the development of this country. Thank you.
Gentleman leader, Taxi Association. Associations. Let them have 3 minutes with due respect. Straight to the point.
Prince Maluleka, the Secretary of the Road Taxi Association, one of the biggest associations in Burgersfort. I'm also serving in the Limpopo district. The President of Ga-Motodi in the taxi industry. But before I get there, Mr. President, let me assure you, we are coming from communities, Mr. President. We can witness the leadership that we have put now in the municipalities, in the entire Limpopo. In these 2 years, the changes ke nagana ba le ntši ke tšona ge ba ditsela tše di sepela mo godimo ga tšona a se ka gore ke one of the challenges re a tseba Mr. President gore tše dingwe e ka na be le taba go palela ka baka la budget re a wiša gore ga go tloga mo nke o ka mmatafatša edimaila gore ba be le budget e ntšhi e gore ka kgone go dira ditsela ka mara ga metsi re kgone go dira batho ba rena mo di-gating ka baka la gore gone go na le batho ba emang poteng ba tšhaba go ya bona ranger ba e go maketa ba emela batho ba ba bereka ba tšwa meberekong ba ba swara dipoo so re duma gore nke ditaxi tsa rena di ka tsena ka mara ga metsi mo di leng gona fa di bago enough go na ditsela tse re tsamaya mo godimo ga tsona ya go tloga kwa crossong ya mbulane go ya ka makofane ga gona sekontiri and the office of the premier ga re le re tshepiša ka tsela ela ke tsela re rena tsamaya mo go yona ga le re tshepiša ka tsela ela re e gopela from the office re gopela tsela ela go tloga ka makofane ebile sekontiri e joinelele controlele le nngwe gape ke nyaka go e bontšha re tswa ka yana ke bontšha gore le association re tswa in the community re kgona witnessa go thomo ba le metlhagase re thomo go bona after the amalgamation of Fetahome and Greater Dubai municipality for the first time tšhelete e sa wole back to treasure under his leadership everybody. So we are saying what we are saying ke gore re leba the process that we have used to identify the mayara tša go ba swantse ba ba le dipuku because re kgona e bona gore ka baka la rubadi o bereka ka mokgwa tsebang o tseba setšhaba sa gago ebile a ka moraya ke tlhabiwa ke go bera ke dirwa gagwe ona wa e dira ka metlhale ka matšatši so ke wa e baka ka ona in taxi industry Mr. President as Limpopo general wa safari operating licenses re gopela di-operating licenses here in Limpopo is the only province e le gore at the moment a rena di-operating license and ga go na le ntho ba ba šomiša ba re ke mo register ntho ya ka gale ba e kgantšhetše ke gale ba e scrapile mara here in Limpopo sa ka mo register gone jalo our taxis ba di impound ke the traffic because I need operating licenses but you don't give us, you don't issue us operating licenses. When I joined the taxi industry few years ago, why would I get a new operating license? Because the taxi industry, watching, you can see, I'm young, I just joined. Why must I get the operating license? When we speak to the official transport home, they will always take us from pillar to post. It has been years. It has been many years. And then we don't want those offices telling us to our offices must come back here so that they can be easily accessible. Mr. President, the Taxi Association. From the taxi industry, but Mr. President, nobody a chair. There was a police. You don't chair. You are trying your best. You are doing your best. You don't matter fast. You don't want to be 24. You don't wish it. You don't have to wish it. You don't have to wish it.
Zanele la ratong la rafa.
Hala la President Presidential Imbizo, halala! Mr. President, Honorable Madamela Cyril Ramaphosa, all ministers present, Maroshi Anamgona Lokonu, all mayors present, the Mayor of Ga-Motodi, the Honorable Councillor Eddie Maila, and the public at large. My name is Vuma Zanele. In 28, I am a bona fide youth, Mosi Kukune in Ga-Motodi, the local municipality. I'm here today, Mr. President, to highlight some of the issues that we face as young people in Ga-Motodi and Sekhukhune as large. Intergovernmental relations play a pivotal role within the society. With that being said, Mr. President, our municipality has provided for 40 bursaries, 60 internships and learnerships in civil engineering, motor mechanic, LED, painting, plumbing and traffic wardens, while the contributions by the mining sector is unaccounted for. We need a combined approach as the youth by the mining industry and the municipality to be able to carry out all these programs at a larger scale and to combat the burning issues of youth unemployment. Mr. President, there is also the issue of social responsibility. The Mayor of Ga-Motodi has successfully hosted a netball tournament and a soccer tournament. In this very location, just over 3 weeks ago, 10 young talented individuals were scouted by Sekhukhune Football Club. And that is due to the efforts of our current leadership. The turnout by the community clearly indicated a yearning of this kind of activities. And it clearly shows that there has been a vacuum in the sphere. We need more from the Arts and Culture Department. And the mines were still nowhere to be seen, failing to be an integral part of the community. Their cooperation is needed to enhance and sustain all these initiatives by our Honorable Mayor. There is also a lack of support by the mines on their CSI projects. We need the mines to intensify their CSI initiatives. There should be interdependency between the mines and the people. The African concept of umtu ngabantu, mutu ke mutu kabatu, I am because you are, seems to be beyond these people in the mining industry. So we need your intervention, Mr. President. And I believe as the community we can really benefit from a mining academy. So the mine as a juristic person should benefit itself by saving the communities and also take responsibility of the environmental outcomes of their activities and outputs as these affect us as a society. Before I go, I would like to send a special thank you to our current leadership for the level of service delivery we are currently witnessing. Our leaders. Thank you.
Mr. Koroba, la community, qui n'a pas coupé le bâtiment de Chouaga. Que coupe la scène now. I can't have the president hostage. No collaboration on the president. And as someone who got a gardener, I want to see, we don't know around about the from Lee. But elegant Trisha, that's even I would really appreciate because after the stakeholders, we must just open two per local municipality, then we close. Especially this youngest generation.
Sorry. Yeah, Kuforoba Tele, Matu. Grata Jeswakasi, Kita Michel, President Mupe, Lema Pam, Ramukam, Ona, Lengamu, Kerememba, Shia, we are to our focus school. Nagato Golela, Lagato, Las Chava, Levadu, Digamo, Gagare. The village, Elaka, Core, Itirero, Ga-Motodi, Gesheve, Realevoa, Metapeluarena, Savirua, Edimai.
o sa tlo bulela matsogo a ke re ke tlile go theletšana ke kgopela go thušana ke mboyane mo ba nthuša o laola setšhaba a o la appreciate.
Yes, I would like to emphasize that in terms of service delivery, we cannot continue to be dependent on government alone. Remember, Ga-Motodi is one of the biggest mining communities in South Africa. And
problem ke gore ka sekwana ga le ka mo dumelela fela
Thank you. President, we have asked that we supplement the list of speakers with 2 speakers from every local. But we are getting a sense of and we haven't had a chance to take hands from this side. So it's going to be important that we balance the hands. So let's do this. I can there's somebody on the floor. Enough. Okay. One minute more.
yes, what constitution, Musaramala, President the issue of illegal mining, President, for as long as these mines are not employing these young people, that's a joy. Because one time the government is sitting on a crime ball, and the more the list of young people is piling, that is why we see these events here. Because they are trying to access means of survival, and the only way for them to survive is to go behind their yards but to the process of illegal mining. For us, it's not a problem. It is the only way for us to survive. So for you to keep this thing, you need to sit down with these minds and tell them to open the door, hire these young people. Because the community of Ga-Motodi cannot continue to be spectators. But when you look at the employment rate, we are not employed. I'm not being xenophobic. But can young people from Ga-Motodi be given first preference in terms of employment? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Can we ask, okay, order. So what we are going to do is to allow 2 per local. So we're going to allow 2 Baba Kurutama. And then we're going to allow 2 Bafeta for Mutubans. 2. Our Lelai Mukise. The Tarumana 2. And then we are going to allow 2 from the phone of Fita Kobo is covered. Okay. So then because there's more than 8. Okay, because there's more than 8. The church speaker Sapili Samakuru Tamaka, and then the others in Canada side read the list. Okay, that's it. Makuru Tamaka.
So, thank you for something. Nakabeki image governance on the first list, the image chair. It lasted for 5. The government says, I collected Joe Boyla, but rather, the government was thank you to the government, President, the Minister, General Wanafa, all protocols. Bashi Jibayo Chiji, the electing premier, I boucha Kabaya, Tokaya, Nishumaya Bana, Gari, in the way boucha Gori. The reason why Manover and Africa Bereko, more Nari Kumilero, very mine. Le Bagalilo Gore, Havana Lecaso, Yadi Tudo, Children's Energy. Ukona ukazalelo nakoni maini ime na kukona wale kitsepakele tambao nyakani kukona wa president mo asukune mo fita kwa mtubazi na mining academy manababulena nakaituka jali mining but I want to be the one who lead my energy. I want to know what the one to my name. I said, I told you school. Very good, president. I can have a position by young school, the Board of us. The Mining Academy, where I want to contribute to mining. Then we take away the master Jarena Jaloka or Astukuri. The follow the Arabs, Kawana, follow Musha machine. Capacity of Maspani. Grammy, the minister, president. In the next current financial year, the master Jarena, the budget Jabora, Ngeli, Orishenia. Awolo kabakaore kama arani zaborema una lichari nchi service deliver wabele kalitsela bawenga kamesa as especially kabo peta homo tubazi kale bakalaore imaskala je disato ko panchwa former peta homo le former greater tubazi ele bego belo wana kama maspalo ken chikuru mara le mugilore the current mayor in Homer Namaila, who hands on with the year, who for a support financially so, when I have to unlock a people. In when people are living, like more than 10 years. But what we're going to suffer and the baby really you only prioritize or whatever. Chabase, Sarato, African Daisy, the Jajiga Jaji, I want to look at the Taboga Namora. Rekama Fredo, the village Katabaya SEZ. di be ke rata gore tlhomo ya president le le thathe mo di mo ga yona ka baka la ke ore le be le tsile ka setšhaba sa feta go botubatse a mo le setšhaba sa sekukule gore ke yona e tlo go thuša mo tabeng ya tlhokomelo ya mešomo gore bana ba rona ba tse ba bulega ke a leboga motsamana
re a leboga pele le tsena batamela microphone ke na le kgopelo a theletšaneng lena ba le be mo molaeneng ke kgopela theletšane ke kgopela theletšane kgopelo ke ya gore re kgopela go lefa 1 minute each 1 minute each straight to the point a se nna ke president o gana o ra monyaka president le ka mela thoma
rena sello sa rena ka kwa makhutama ke gore metsi a Robert Mapi ka kwa makhutama ga rela ka metsi mo e le gore diboptemo e sa le tlala ya fufula go tloga gale oupša ke bo raya tlhapi a e re gole ka seo re kgopela gore as soon as possible diboptemo e re thuše ka gore rena re makhutama ga se re ka kgonang go kgola ka sona ke ga re ka lebo se sengwe gape le go bothata ke gore re na le di-office tša selete sa sekukulu tše di dutšego ka kua Capricorn gore ka Peter Mokaba ka Mpimpilepele municipality tše e leng gore rena re le ba mošate wa Mamone re file mmušonara ya gore ba tšee office tšele tša rena ka kwa di tle ka mo sekukule di kgone go thuša bana ba sekukulu eupša seo ga se diragalega e nngwe gape e leng gore ke tlhobaetša boroko ke gore re na le bothata mo ditleliniking le mo dipetlele dipetlele tša rena le ditleliniki almost ka moka dua le ditilibela ke ditraka tša metsi se e leng gore ke ba mogodišano ka thuto tša setšhaba insteita gore go bue le metsi or go boriwe metsi traka e kgone go claima 43 million per month per year 43 million ke bogolo jwa phatlalatša yo e leng gore ga re dumele re solution ditraka tšele di yago First Hospital le tše di yago mo ditleliniking le boreletse batho ba rena ba utswetswa re le ba mmušo re ka seemela ba lebelela le ba utswetse le nngwe gape amoana
ntate Robert
ile ka bu jale ebe ke gore matamela as alternative. I'm not an opposition, I'm an alternative. While I see the National Democratic Revolution is taking its course, then we will stand up and then Raikata, Rena NCC, the Revolution Mabota.
le thoma ka go titibisa gore ke lena man 1 minute
dumelang ka moka ga lena matubatsi ba go sekukulu dumelang matamela nna ke nna hero wa lori from 133 go feta go motubatsi ke ne ke ntlhake pedi fela ke le go gofa tsona comrade seba le maphosa nna ke nna comrade hero ntlha ya ka mathogo President, illegal mines. I'm saying that legalize the illegal mines. But legalize them, over register the Department of Labor, UIF.
Number two, kita belajar itu. Kita lepas bagaimana itu kalau tuan ini, lepas bagaimana itu buat itu. Ini kita kalau kita kita untuk buat, untuk akan bayar, kita akan buat community. Waktu itu lepas bagaimana itu, orang itu kita untuk buat. Kuhur bawa atau soal kita ni, lepas bagaimana kita kuhur. Thank you.
Che fu per lavoro fu bene. Buon for now di stare la camisa. Because questa è la politica ora. La politica ora non metti e stiamo la di noi con quello che stai facendo.
District offices relocation movement. Hatalama hindi kaso. Mwana President, chance the advantage ya kayo na igasibu. And then kama kalamu wanamu, regula la ater regula la basku kune. It's a pity kile maluma ata lega kile fast. Let me summarize as you say. With the numbers of storm representing more than 1.5 million residents of Sukune land in Limpopo, noting that the abject poverty and deprivation afflicting our district, come here today to declare the following, President. That we are deeply disturbed and perturbed by the persistent failure of government to speedily resolve the pressing territorial administrative matters pertaining to the relocation of Sukune district offices exiled in the foreign soil of Capricorn, the Guapo, to Sukune district. Sorry for foreign, but we get this foreign. I'm Limpopo. That Sukune district is the only district in South Africa whose government offices are not located in her home soil, President. But instead they have been unfairly and unjustly exiled in foreign soil of Capricorn. Since the dark days of apartheid regime to the present glorious days of democracy, President. Number three, that we perceive this enormous administrative arrangement of our exiled government offices as the worst correct system of colonialism and exploitation of the resident of Sukune. Exploitation. Marasu, Kileta and Mara. I can say that now. If you know about Ga-Motodi, what about now? To Hopela or Gama Solo, Level Level. Then you can President, then this guy is this man of the Mara, keep the favor of President. You can try to go a lot of forward.
The minister come and get order. The mayor come and get the mayor to the district. Naki Jamu, the Tamu to us, to the duty, Kalina to Misa Matalano. President, let me acknowledge some of the things we can see you are trying. I'm not a member of the ruling party, but I'm not an opposition. I'm a progressive force of the left. So what I want to acknowledge, at least we have reduced a lot of things, but crime is happy because Minister Bedikele, Deputy Minister Christian Matale, the idea. Motu Batsifetafo, Renale Matata. Mapodisa flechi mwana nochi nyaga George one pili maiwa kwenye shabasi ya somona. Bale kwenye na maini, and hawana kutransfer ya wani maini chi. Matoba rape on daily basis, they are doing nothing. Ina kamipuchisha, soli tayo kukuwa no Burgersfort. Odia kwenye anuchi ya kino wana, anaka moto rupo, malo wa imrani anake mwani business people.
ba mo swara hostage ke magolo ba tšee dikgwedi ba sa fiwe dijo le selo maphodisa le ona a sa re gole ka selo ka goreng ba dula kwalotšhile ga tšoše ba leteletše mmanyana ke kento. What is special about Kento? What is so special about Kento? Because these men, they have to be treated equally the same. Okay, this has been a two premier. I will get lucky. See, machine D2450. So let me have one. In more than 40 years, in the next hundred, I got hundred of Hanover, and I'm a shower, and I don't want any team. Some can benefit from the democracy. Prince Mano negotiate Chavalete Catsala, Yamata Kofani, Yamulan, Yamutan Lakakwa, and it's like our house to house. All of the up to 7 Kisha, Mafella Baby, traffic was congested. He helped some of you the world, but it's like a Tusha Kisha. If all that waffle traffic is not on you, I can't finish. I can't finish. Some Pelopino, President opportunity. What all Pelopino? They told me that I go back from the Java to the gentleman who went to the Lavaka of the Limpopo. Let me tell you this chance in a minute. I can put them in this chance. He was not there for anything. So let us be as members of the community. Because the other people is big. You never well know we are in the Africa and the well-known people and the both as a whole. So all British community is an embarrassment. Not when I will say that's all I'm talking about. But even if you should love people back and our checks and preachers, I was saying this thing in there because you are well known. Okay, that's Sassina. President, Yama Fena, they didn't come on the level. I can't get this new trainer. Maybe for the master by the God is worth it after the class. Even more cancer like a fan. Our Naka Tamaka had Yafa the other. You push out my cancer at Pila Fitro, you are the one right. I want to drop the biggest spot. I want to talk about the that is what we are doing. We are trying our level best. I can't remember my last level was Tusha.
Let me start by acknowledging the leadership of this country, the leadership of this province, and message one, Sisane Lokainimu, a youth representative, Mr. President, the challenges here already face as Baso, by this name. But I believe that my duty today is to drive the message to the youth of this region. Our young people must wake up from their slumber. Because even when I queued here, I nearly got slapped by an elder here. Because the youth has always experienced ignorance. You are ignoring us. Our voices are not heard. Therefore, this issue of youth unemployment, I don't think we can come here and give our problems to someone who is older and in hope of solutions. I believe that the only changes that can come to the youth can only come as a result of a problem worked out by the youth themselves. Youth problems, youth solutions. Comrades. Therefore, yes, please recognize us. And please recognize the villages at the furthest corner of this region. I'm not saying even our local councillor, we do not know him. How can it be? It cannot be. Please recognize us. Go everywhere. Search for the people who are there, who are available. Come to us. much, Mr. President. I will propose solutions. President, because one of the 2 events, they were Ga-Motodi abandoned the public works. They were very abandoned the transfer. I never heard it just told them and then it's open to the Panama. Everyone about the world of the local major agricultural hub of this.
You are on the queue. You are on the queue. You can continue, my brother. Continue.
Okay, President. Maspalola remains an agricultural hub of this province. And now this is Brazil working on board in the country. But the road and other to open your arena, Utola line and Escran. No length in the public works, yellow water, transfer of Maspala, for Rohomo to Shabatumala, provision again Yamaleva. The investors, because it's not open your arena, who shall open arena, Kamakala, Lentil, where they abandon the public works, and about Otomo Payona, and over the illegal whatever, yes, occupants. Some of any president. Maspalola is now located not in Lenya, R573, they call it Molotov. But we've got 6 years now. By abandon, there is nothing happening there. When you get inside our town, you feel a disaster, you feel in isolated village. So Hobala Tevela improve, because that municipality and that town in Nayo, Ifram Mabo, Ilinka, the province T4, Ilinka Pumalanga through N11 until KZN to Botswana, Patoka Mountain, to Fano, Papuka, and other improve President,
as you go towards that conclusion.
Oh, yes. Yes. You don't know the farms. Tell them what get a move. The farms, if you are to be for example, Maria sold. When over the season, I look for more than 30 people. And who produce a cotton with their quality and they compete in the market. Including Rasagani grape farm. As a seasonal worker during grape. How can I go, President? What our grape, I'm sure you really enjoy their raisins. Tell them to go Rasagani grape farm in a rural area of Ifram Magale under Rasagani tribal authority. And then the last one. Thank you very much.
Na kita menanam tawatin sila guru gara-gara Bible lagi. Kita macam kamu follow reo, pernah nama sama mesti tak kamu tu baca, kamu tu saja kamu. Oh, Lina Raga ke Vincent Mohowana. Ya foto saja guru kamu merah nama, merah soal ofisi, merah soal suatu, lo kena kita baru kaya mall, agak orang mari ni suatu, apa di booth. Pina underground, levanto. Aqui vai ser distribuído. Uma família churrasco, uma família cena, uma família traveling of roads. I was now more than the road. Everybody like me, I have for more than 20 years. I have a president forever. And since Mr. President, when I live at tomorrow, every construction mafia, the son of Elias Mbula, let's talk about the project that we can make. community gore bathi i-company tjabana tse diane ba ba sapisi ba pele ba priang ba ba lutha masipalo ana jwang ba sana space ba sana nyaka ya se ya mo ko ni la ni ya ka bolela mo ti ko masipale a tse tshebe ya bonka ba se leto ni ya ti a di maila ni ka ti ni maila Piga up, piga up, piga up! Everybody know job. Anam shagas. Community yard. Ucheleti batwaga mukaba tuba shagas. Shagas ni what? Riyada. Kamara yes. You work hard. Riyada urunjai dinwe. I enjoy the food salad. And I'm like, atwaga muhide. Mr. Pelican, please look at me. He's a general.
Under the leadership Nali Tubero Selua from 117 Mangane village, Makuruta Marayaga John Juan and Kadime, under the leadership of Mainaba Hula, the deputy chairperson of Sikukuni. Akitlo Mutele, Tagile Mukupana, Mukupana, Mr. President, Honorable President, Rehobana Hotalo Zirawe, economy implement. Musho Ukla revenue through tax, repealing our Jirute, Kampana taxi. Joao, return to the President. Panabas Kukubatana University Hall. Rehobana, at least since when you declared this Sikukune, Hore Sikukune, I mean, the Ga-Motodi, it's over a city. It can't be a city without university. We want at least 2 universities. They have a worker. Because you are saying 2 universities, at least in Limpopo. Please, Mr. President, Imbizo.
Again, is a proposal. Both sides, intelligent. What corner of it? Varsity Molani. Remale, resubmit. That's why I said it's a proposal.
So this is what we are going to do. And this is what we are going to do. We have asked the President for a slight extension. Okay, we have asked the President for a slight extension. So we are only going to allow 5 minutes. The Dr. Maka only let's see what to say. And then we are only going to allow 4 minutes to this side, to that side, and then later on. Okay. And the camera. Okay, order. Okay. We are coming.
So, this was Mr. President, we will each and every department special program.
Lina laga ke nna puti wa ga mkhakala
Kopa Tereso. Re tlo gopela re kgosi ya rena e bolele pele. Kgosi Maila e leng yena e emetseng the House of Traditional Leaders mo Sekhukhune. Re tlo kopa gore Kgosi Maila e nne ene bolelang. Kgosi Maila re kopa
Said Karo sa kholo
le ka re botsa gore Kgosi rata mesha
I don't know the direction that I will have to face. Which direction? Ah, yes. The president of the country and then his entourage. Mararega ba etelele le ntshwareleng a se gore ke le senyetša nako ke ya leboga Mr. President rena re le magoši ke nagana gore ka nako e ke nako ya di-communities go ntšha ditletlebo fela ka ge le re fa nako le rena gore re bolele sa mafatlhe re tla se bolela ke kwele fa ba praisa gra gore ba reta the local mayor Maila le nna ke Maila ke ra gore se se dirago ke bo Maila ke se segolo rena bo Maila ga re file mošomo re šoma re holofetše ka gore re baloga ditshelo ka ba rena ke go šoma jale le nna ke bolele ka wa ka mmeyara ke tšwa ka Makhuduthamaga. I'm not going to dwell much on that one because Makhuduthamaga is well developed. The only problem is water crisis. Mr. President, we have 3 big dams, but our communities are buying water. It is not a myth, Mr. President, to say that our people are buying water from those who are selling water. Even the vulnerable people. It's a shame, Retaring. I was Retaring. Kaore, situation. Mr. President, I have told your foot soldiers that they must put the interest of our communities above their political ambitions. I know for Mr. President, fela batho ba modimo le gore ba leka aba leke le rena re le magoši re leka le bona jwale tabashi Mr. President, I told you, or this one is personal. I told you that any bill that you sign into law must be brailled so that those who are visually impaired can read on their own. That's what we need. Relapisite ke rela batho re balele maloba ke rela morodi ya ke rampalele amputsa ka load shedding. That's a problem. Ke be nna ke be ke tlo e palela whether on a load shedding or no load shedding, I can read on my own. That's it. I've read the Long Walk to Freedom because it is in braille. I've read it on my own. It has got 12 volumes, but I'm reading it on my own. I've got the Constitution of the country in 3 volumes. I read on my own. I've got Matubile principles. I read on my own. And those who do not do their work, Mr. President, are not value for money. That's principle number 8. They're not value for money because they are not doing what they are supposed to do. Those who are lackadaisical, Mr. President, must bear in mind that their days are numbered. They must not drag their feet when they are trying to assist our communities. That's what we need, Mr. President. In our province, Limpopo province, Limpopo, the treatment that they are giving. Mr. President, I'm not talking about preferential treatment because I don't need preferential treatment. I used to tell my community that, look, I'm not a paperback. Paperback. It doesn't move. So I want to move on my own. I told them that they must build an office that is user-friendly in my community. So the office that we are using now, it has got so many steps. That one is not user-friendly. And it is too small. As the local chairperson of this district, I think it is better that the government of Limpopo build an office for me. Thank you.
Arleboge Kosimaila. I wanna if neko kono wapela neko kori maila ramurata gaufel. Limbe yale na ramurata. Yano ari renga. On behalf of all stakeholders, we are going to have the opportunity to interface with government. But we are not all going to be able to speak. We had requested a maximum of 2 people per local. We have exceeded the number. We have exceeded the number. Now everybody that has spoken has raised a set of similar issues. Issues around the economy, issues around the mines, issues around service delivery, issues in relation to crime, issues in relation to the performance of our municipalities and our mayors that we are very happy with. Therefore, they should circulate the forms that we are going to submit, and we will we will ensure that everyone is responded to. Kamadi mabe, ake kono rinkatsa mainamang. Kakopa tswe. But the problem is you can't resolve the two. So if you are going to promise me that you can resolve which two, one man, one woman, therefore I people that are making noise are even number 10 behind. So I can't even get to them. So Mr. President, my apologies. And circulates the forms that they be filled in. We will take them. For those who have particular burning issues, we have ministers and deputy ministers here present that will engage with you on the specific issue that you want to engage with. At this point, I'm going to request that we close the session. Rupele President wa rona re a tlo bua le rona. We are requesting the President to come and talk to us. We are also requesting that where there are specific ministers where there are questions they have to deal with, that they would be able to deal with them. As I said, unless you can demonstrate to me that Likomponsa Tukamo, Litukamo, then I'm not going to proceed. Okay. There's no evidence. There is no evidence. Protocol. Recopali circulated form. But no protocol. Banang le makwalo recopali at lisenkamo. Banang le makwalo recopali at lisenkamo.
Amandla Ardulem Fats Ardulem Fats Ardulem Fats Keri Ariduleng Fatsi Kere are duleng fatshe. Everybody sit down. Ayihlale phansi ibambe umthetho. Ayihlale phansi ibambe umthetho. Okay, Amandla. Forward with Sikukuni, forward. Forward with development in Sikukuni, forward. Amandla. Dumelang. Dimasiari. Abshin. Sanbonani. Molweni. Lochani. Ke a leboga go fumana sebaka se sa go ema pele ga lona. Ke a letamisha ke isa tlhompho go magosi a rena ba gona mo le baetapele ba mekgatlo e fapakaneng. Ke dumedise di-minister tsa rona le di-deputy minister. Lona batho ba Sekhukhune dina le mahlatse ka hobane almost the whole cabinet imo ba tlile ka bontši. Ba tlile ka bontši because ba tseba gore Sekhukhune is a very important district amongst the 54 districts we have in South Africa. Really, when we were coming here, many of my colleagues, ministers and deputy ministers, just said, President, we want to go to Sekhukhune because batho ba Sekhukhune ba botlhokwa haholo. Re batla go lo ba bontsha gore mmuso wa ba supporta, and we ikemiseditse go ba supporta on the road to development. Ke dumedise le acting premier wa rena le di MEC tsa sepelang le tsona. Ke dumedise le bao re ba bitsang gore ke di champion. Go ne batho ba ke ba kgethileng gore ba tla ba di champion tsa di district tse itseng, le bona ba gona mo. Ke a le leboga kaofela ka mokana lena for being here. This is possibly the largest Imbizo kapo pitso e se kileng ra e tshwara ngwageng mona. Ke a le leboga gore le tlile ka bontši le bantši, and it shows gore le na le thaselo ka mošomo wa mmuso, ka bane ha re lefa re tlile ka ditaba tsa mmuso. But the most important thing ke gore e ke pitso, yes, ya president, but ke sebaka sa gore lena le le batho ba mo Sekhukhune le kwetse nako ya go bulela le president, le tlhalosetse president mathata a le neng ona. This is a great opportunity for the people of this district so that you can communicate to the president, to our ministers, to our government, what your challenges are. So this is not just a showpiece. This is something that we do genuinely, because what you say to us are matters and issues that we pay attention to, and we go back and come back and implement. So the number of issues that you have raised today are matters that we are going to pay attention to, and some of them are already underway. Now, we don't have the time for me to call all my colleagues to come and respond to some of the issues, but I will identify 1, 2, or 3, or 4 so that you can get a sense that we work as a government. Babamba lena ne libulela ka district development model. District development model ke ya gore we all work together. We get rid of the divisions and the walls in government, and we get all of government to work together. For a half-a-day project, we all work together to make the life of our people better. And that is what the district development model is based on. It does not only talk to government actors, it also brings in those role players who are outside of government. It brings in business, it brings in trade unions, it brings in taxi associations, it brings in sporting associations, it brings in youth movements, women's organizations, residents associations, you name them, it brings them all in. They can be doctors organizations, nurses organizations. So we combine all that. That is the district development model here, so that we all work together. I heard earlier, Batubamu Baneba Vasa Khotsofala Kahu Teiwa Hatentina Baile Bareno why requecha tente etlahanko polokwane kapo Pretoria rebata tente ya gona mo Sekhukhune le khweditse kie mo ra le leboga gore district development model ki ona ya gore dintho di etswe gona mo di etswe ke lena gore lena le kgone bona tswelo pele le tshwantse gore le be part of yona. So that is the district development model, where we work together. Which can be best done by people outside, we accept, because all of us are South Africans. Rishumela lefatshe le le leng ane Sekhukhune haile mo eba Sekhukhune e feletseng ha e kopane le di district tsa South Africa ka moka na tsona. Sekhukhune cannot stand alone. It is what it is because of all the other districts of our country. That is what we must accept. Ke batla re le amogele eo le ope le diatla go bontsha gore la ya amogela. Now re kwele botse le reisitse dintho tse dintsi and tse ding tsa tsona di a tshwana tse ding tsa tsona. Pele re tla mo Minister Nkadimeng, All Minister ya Cooperative Governance and Traditional Leaders, le di-minister ba bang ba re šomang mmogo ba iphile nako to go around go bona a number of key role players ba ile ba kgona go kopana le mahoši le nna ke ile ka bona mahoši gona yaanong ga ke fihla and le taba e ne e bolelwa ke kgoši ya rena Maila ke ile ka ba bona and a mpotša ka load shedding a re wa bona president na load shedding a eng affecti ka bane ka ba bosigo kapo motshegare go ntse go tshwana load shedding a eng affecti yaanong ba bang ba ile a ba re ya le go gae load shedding a eng affecti ba bang ba na le gore no a ke bone bontle ba motho wa mohumahadi a re no bontle ba motho wa mohumahadi ke a botseba a go tlhokagale gore ke be le load shedding kapo e se ka ba gona a ke no ya pele ke a le bona le a tshega le imagination ya lona setse ya go pele too much so ke iphile nako ka kopana le mahoši and ba ile ba ntlhalosetsa some of the challenges they have, and from the provincial government we are addressing many of the challenges that they have, and we are seeking to make their work a lot better so that they can continue leading our people. Yes, the ministers met with business people and they explained to them some of the key challenges, which I'll come to in a little while. And they also met with the taxi organizations and many others. So when we have Pito or Imbizo in this way, we always give ourselves time to meet the various key role players so that we get a sense of what the challenges are and also develop programs of how we should address those various issues. And I'm particularly happy here for yes, you've raised so many issues that address the life of our people here. Before Rekamo, Minister Nkadimeng ile ankisa mo project e kgolo ya tsela ya pata e agiwang gona gaufi le mo ke bone gore go ne ipata go etsiwa 4 lanes 25 kilometers so that le gona mo gore go be le pata a fairly big road 25 kilometers, and they are building a very strong road. Infrastructure development ya rena re tsamale minister Chikunga o ileng ene ke tla mmitsa tlo tlhalosa di project tse gona mo sa infrastructure re ile ra bona tsela e. They are building a very strong road that's going to be almost a meter deep with reinforcement and various layers. And it shows that we are a government that is determined to roll out infrastructure, even in the rural areas. For the pata tsebotse di ska fella ko Sekhueng kapo ko bo Sentin bo Johannesburg le gona mo Sekhukhuni le kwetse infrastructure e tshwanang le yona ya kwa ko Makgoeng kapo ko Sekhueng ko Johannesburg kabane le Sekhukhuni deserves that, and we are going to continue in way which you raised ke ya metsi. Minister Mkhunu Umo Liena, I'm going to call him just for a minute or two for batlo tlhalosa botse for what are we doing ka metsi, not only here, but in the whole country. And before Minister Mkhunu Atlamo, who spent 3 days, Butata ba metsi ba mo Sekhukhuni,
le Limpopo o bo tseba in and out, and wa tseba gore re tshwantse re dieng na. So he will also come and explain a bit. I do this so that you can see gore we work as a joined up government. I don't work alone. I have a number of colleagues who are working day in and day out to try and improve the lives of our people. Yes, there's a challenge here, crime. Crime, motubatsi, and so on. And Minister Ga-Motodi Saliena, Tatlo Talosa, and Rukileka Batata the clinic. Ketabita Minister Pasha, Hore, Atlo Talosa ka Buemo by health, and Buemo by the clinic. So those are the four sort of ministers that I will call. And then I'll then be able to summarize a modern king celebrating Katon. Minister Nzimande Remurumile William Mafatsi, I would have called him Liena Horato Talosa Kataba ya University Ring La Nyaka. Little Nyaka, 2 universities. Honamosi Kukun. 2 universities. So, Sibakase and Kinyagori, Bao Basa Kwechanako, Yahubolela. Usually, Harishwara di Pizzo, Capo is Imbizo. Redumela up to about 25 to 30 about or Babule. Everybody wants to talk, and it's not possible for omulo mungwalena akabulela akhwetsagal marintwe botse ke a gore mo re ile ra khwetsa di role players. Specific role players came to speak here and explain some of the challenges and so forth. So bao ba sa bolelang ha le kgono nkwala go tshwana le ba ba kwetseng lengwalo le ba Sekhukhune District Offices Relocation Movement STORM ba kwetse a 3-page memorandum ba mphile yona ba tlhalosa mathata a bona a gore why ba nyaka office ya district gore e tloge kwa ko Capricorn, where it is in Baibita, it's in exile. A ke thoma o kwa puo e byalo gore office e mo Limpopo e mo districting e nngwe ba ebitsa gore e ko exile and ke colonialism of another type gore ba rata sekgowa banna ba. And lao bala wa bala lengwalo le la teng au ba ngwetse ka sekgowa se seng se deep ke tla le balla hanyane mo ba reng ba re our noble efforts of realizing this dream of relocation have sadly become an exercise in futility. Since 2007 to date, and in consequence, the residents of Sekhukhune land are perishing in miasma of abject penury. So, ke a ba leboga gore ba ngwetse lekwalo le. So le leona ba bang, we want to encourage you, and this is what we usually do. Ha re na le dipitso, because not everybody can talk. We always say, write down your proposals, your issues, and we will attend to them. Kaobane, it's important gore re kwe ditletlebo tsa batho ka mokana bona, and then we will respond. So Ke tla boela ke bolela hape, but I just want to call my colleagues gore ba tle ba tlo beya mo le mo, because they do the work. Ke nyaka go thoma ka minister o ileng a re tšea a ile re bontsha tsela, Minister Chikunga. O tsamaile, or she's gone, o attended to some other issue. E tla tlhaloswa ke wena. E tla ge minister, come and explain, because you took me there, but o tlhalose le di project tse ding tsa ditsela gona mo. A ke re utlwe he ka bane wena ko wena o ntlisitseng mo, e tla o tla o bolela. The roads.
Ke a leboga President. Minister Chikunga o rumilwe ke lena gore a ye mafaseng a ka ntle a ile go tšwetša pele mošomo wa mmušo. So o kgonne go fihla empa a sepela re sa le mo lenanegong. Le ke sa šome go Departmenting of Transport, President, ke tlo leka re go išitše go tsela ya R37 e le gore badudi ba mo gae ke tshepa gore ba e tseba ke tsela ya o tlhakantšha Polokwane ba ya o iša go tseleng ya Polokwane le go tšwela ka montle go Lydenburg. Minister o bontšitše gore it's 25 kilometers, bara e tlo ba le diripa tše tharo e le gore ba sa tlo tšwetša pele ba e feleletše ko boundary e tsena ko Mpumalanga. A bontšha gape minister gore mathata e le gore ba na le ona gona jwatše gore ba boledišana le province ya Mpumalanga gore tsela eo ko Mpumalanga e transferilwe to Central gore tlo kgona go tswela pele e be di-dual lanes goba di-lanes tše 4 tše e le gore di ya mo nyako yang gona tše dingwe di fapana le wena e le di-lanes tše 2. A tlhaloša gape le go bontšha gore ke tsela e le gore in the province ntle le tše e le gore tša di-freeway yo sepela go bo Polokwane le di-city tše dingwe re tena Fitagomo into a city as well. Tsela e ya rena e tsamaya le mabone high mast lights e le gore le ona e tšea about 15 kilometers go no šala 10 kilometers e le gore ke yona e ka sebile mabone, and mabone ya solar powered go thušana le setšhaba le go lwa le ntwe mogalabo wa ka Maile a bolelang ka yona. A bolela gape le ka mašeleng a yona President e ke sa poše o rile bokae na?
Yes.
758 million.
President.
Yeah. President, ke tshepa gore nka ba minister wa transport ke a leboga.
Okay, no, ke a leboga. Thank you very much. Ntho e re bolelang ke a gore infrastructure projects, and Minister Sihle Zikalala o gona mo. But ka bane nako e re sile re tla mo fa chance next time. Ke ena a tsamaisang infrastructure projects. And wa bolela ore we've got a lot of infrastructure projects in the pipeline. And a number of them are quite big, and they are all over the country. It's not limited to a few provinces. So this road that's being built now is going to end up being 140 kilometers, and quite a lot of money is being committed. And Sanral, area Khalandi Tsela, Ishumale, Ral Yahona mo Limpopo, they are laying out a number of the roads, including the Tsela tse khona beanong di le gravel. Ha tšhelete ntse e ba teng, we will add on to it. Ke tlo bitsa Minister Mkhunu gore a tle ka mo pele. As he comes forward to talk about the water issue, ke fetsa go hwetša report which has just been published at Bloomberg. Now, Bloomberg ke a TV station e kgolo ya ko America. Ere massive new plan for South Africa's water. Billions are going to be deployed into 400 kilometers of pipeline. And most of it if not all of it, is going to happen here in Limpopo, in cooperation with the South African government and a number of mining companies. And Minister Mkhunu, utla tlhalosa ka hobane you've got 3 dams. And utla bolela ka tsona, the Hope and all of them, for exactly what is in the pipeline for addressing the water crisis, which Hosi Maila ularki water crisis, which is true. Kabane, there's a shortage of water here, and Minister Mkhunu is busy with those projects. Minister.
Mr. President. Just to start from this one, I would like to call our partners because we are partnering with Libalelo. It's a 24 billion rand project, the one that President has referred to now. Government has committed 12 billion to that project. They are also coming with their 12 billion. So we're working together. And what that project will do as they come forward, just to recognize them, the project will indeed be that long in terms of kilometers, and these are Fagamanzi, 140 communities, Zala Eskukuni, Kayena Semkhalakwena, and then there will be 42,000 jobs in the process. Now, there are 3 projects that have already started. It's a pump station, like Burgersfort. It's a wastewater treatment plant, Mkhalakwena, which is now more than 92% to finishing. And that will have a huge impact on Mkhalakwena. They will even go out of court. Les bafake kuyona behluleka ukuklina isiwa yabo. And then the last one is Olifants, ezofaka amanzi ePulukwane, because Pulukwane is quite dry. And therefore this project is quite a huge project. Izakhuluma ke sizadonsa amanzi eDiwop, but not only Diwop, izadonsa amanzi futhi phezulu eFlek Boshielo, and then it will distribute water to all these people, but we have started. And we'll finish by 2030, but we've started, and people are going, and communities and mining are going to get what? I thought Bertus will be here, Birman himself, together with the chairman of Libalelo. Are they still here? No longer here. Okay, we'll go forward. 2. There is somebody calling a mali, uchi, please give money to municipalities. We give municipalities money. My colleague there is smiling because she knows. We give municipalities money, but what do municipalities do? We talk about Skukune. In 2021, 2022, we gave them just out of the 3 grants, I'm talking about 1 called Arabic. We gave them 224 million rand. Abawazangu go spend 171 million rand. But we still move a treasure. Yes. Number 2, 2022, 2023, we gave them 184 million rand. Abawazangu spend yonke leyo mali, but spend only 112 million. This is nyan, it's true. This year, mhlawumbe ke bazospend ngoba in just first month of July, they spent 11 million. But we don't have time to explain ukuthi kuzakwenzakalani. Uminister uyazi ukuthi hayi konke soyenza, konke zokwenzeka. Kuya phambili so that we prevent this problem ngoba we can't repeat it every year. The last one, the housings lapha at the Warp, siyadila nalowo mcimbi, 38 houses ngesikhathi abantu berelocate kwakhiwa izindlu eziwu-38 zalaba ababerelocate. Problem eyenziwe, it was poor workmanship. We are dealing with that. They know the projects are underway. People in the locality have been employed. We are due to go there to see to it that this time we build real houses for those people who were relocated. Otherwise, that is our response, Mr. President, and we really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Raleboga Minister Mkhunu, problem ya metsi e akaretsa lefatshe le la rena ka moka na lona. We are a water scarce country. A re tshwane le dinaga tse ding tse tshwanang le bo Democratic Republic of Congo e na leng noka e kima so mo pula e nang for 8 months a year. Rena, we are water scarce. We are right in the southern part of the continent where water is not in huge supply. So many parts of our country have water challenges. But now we are focusing on how to resolve that problem. Mona, you've got 3 dams. As Minister Mkhunu was saying, we're doing everything we can to make sure that we get partners. And the way that these business entities have joined us is the way that we want to work going forward, so that they have access to the resource themselves for their operations, but our people also have access to water, an essential resource to support their lives. So we then put our monies together, our resources together, but through that we also want to improve the capacity, the capability of our local government entities. Gore le bona ba tsoge wa bona ntwe ya gore our municipalities are given money by the central government. We give municipalities 2 types of monies. There is their equitable share, which is based on, yes, the population of the city, the municipality, and all that. Ke kabelo ya bona, it's what they are supposed to get. But we also give them grants that have to be directed at addressing specific projects in the municipality. Now, some municipalities, ba etsa ntho tse tharo. 1, ba tšea tšhelete eo ba e šomise botse. They use the money properly, and there's development in the town, in the municipality. E bonagalang, e tshwanang le yona e ene le bolela ka yona, batho ba bantši ba ne ba bolela ka mayor wa bona, ba nyaka mayor wa bona be president Edi Maila. Ba re no ke mayor o botse, because they say they service delivery. They can see it. Di masepala tse ding di fuwa tšhelete. They are given the grant, and they don't have capacity ya go plana botse gore pipe e tshwantse re ye kae, tsela e tshwantse e giwe bjang, and so forth. So ba e buisetsa morago because abana bokgoni, they don't have the capacity. Then ba bang ba tšea tšhelete ele ba e šomise dintho tse ding, e nngwe ya utswiwa, e nngwe ya jewa, e nngwe ya wasteiwa. So that's why re bolela ka tsona ntho tse gore lona le le batho ba rena le kwešiše botse gore from the national level we do make money available, and we expect our municipalities to run their affairs with great capability. Bianong, the new way we want to work is the following. If a municipality cannot do the work that our people expect, we are going to take over. Go tla tsena rena bianong. Ho tla tsena rena la rata kapa le rate re tla tsena because batho ba rena ba nyaka gore mmuso o ba shumele. So hantsi a rena problem ya tšhelete ke problem ya gore tšhelete e busetswa morago ke problem ya gore tšhelete ya utswiwa ke problem ya gore batho ba kgone ho dia mosebetsi kapo ba botswa. So re batlo kgalemela botswa bo re batlo ntsha le bogodu bo gore moshumo o etswe ka tsela e tshwanetseng ke yona tsela e re tlo shumang ka yona eo. Bjaanong ke tlo bitsa Minister Phahla go buile ka di-clinic very briefly o tlo re botsa ka diphilo tsa ditaba tsa maphelo mo. Minister Phahla.
Ke a leboga President ke dumedise batho ba mo gae mo a Sekhukhune Tameng Tobela. Ba boletse ka ditleliniki seboledi sa mathomo be le Ntate Maluleke o tswa Taxi Association a bontsha gore ditleliniki o sana le metse e mentši e shotang ditleliniki. Bjale ga re lebeletse re a dumela gore go na le metse e santse e leng gore gabotse e swantse o ba le ditleliniki tse di ikemileng ka bo tsona, metse e leng gore ga e so be le tsona, mara re rata go gatelela gore ga re kgone gore motse o mongwe le o mongwe o ka ba le tleliniki ya yona. Re lebelela gore e ka ba setšhaba ke se se kae se segolo le go lebelela le distance gore e ka ba gore ke bogole bo bokae go fitlhela tleliniking ya kgauswi. Bjale go na le metse e leng gore ya dumela gore e šetše go ya ka health department mo provinceng ebile e bontšitše gore go na le metse e le gore re a dumela gore ka nnete e tšhekilwe gore e tlo nyaka ditleliniki go tshwana le mo kgauswi mo metse ya go tshwana le bo Alberton, go tshwana le bo Mafarafara ga mmogo le bo Mahlatsi, metse e leng gore e tlo nyaka gore e be le tleliniki e ikemelego. Re sa lebeletse tša ditšhelete gore di tla sepela bjang gore metse eo e tle e kgone go tša ditleliniki e mengwe e tla supportiwa ke ditleliniki tša kgauswi ga mmogo le di-mobile services. Go boletswe gape ka metse gore dipetlele tše ntši di na le di hwetša metse ya di-water tanks. Bjale go tshwana le bo St. Rita's, Jane Fese le gona mo bo dilokong di santse di shota metse. Bjale ke ka lebaka la gore di ntse di phela ka metse ya di-borehole. Bjale di-borehole tše dingwe di fedile ke ka lebaka leo masepala o re thušang ka gore district e re thuša gore e fitlhe di-tanks. Mara ge Minister Mqunu le ba šomang le bona ba kgonne e ya bo di-Hoop le ka kua bo Flag Bushielo le bo Loskopo e le gore metse a fitla a tla re thuša le mo dipetleleng gore se ka tlhole re dependa mo ditenkeng. La mafelo ke nyako bontšha fela gore ditirelo di tsona di ntse di matlafala. Ngwageng wa go feta go ya mafelelong ke be ke na le premier le MEC ka kua St. Rita's e le gore o bula metšhini e leng gore e kgona go tlhatlhofa malwetse a mathata e bitswa bo di-CT scan gore ge motho a gobetse ka gore le gona mo ke ditseleng go ba le dikotsi e kgona go tšea di-x-ray tše di kgonang gore ge motho a gobetse re kgone go ka mo alafa ka speed. Le ba malwetse a dikankere a matswele kudu mo basading di-mammogram le tsona di tsentšitšwe mo dipetleleng. Bjale go ya pele dipetlele tsone tša bo St. Rita's le bo Philadelphia ka kua Elias Motswaledi di tla hwetša ditlabakelo tša go swana le bo di-ICU le tše dingwe tša gore le bana basadi le bana le bona ba hwetše ditirelo tša godimonyana. So ke tše dingwe tša ditirelo tše di tlo go di matlafatša ka mo districteng ka moo. Ke a leboga President.
Ke a leboga. Minister Cele o tlo tlhalosa ka mešomo ya go mathisana le ba senyang.
Ke a leboga President. Ba gešo nyatumedisa kuphelileke. Mr. President, I've never been so lucky just to have one question in this Imbizo. The issue they raised about the mine where the police, that was a special project because there was a problem there. And those police are not even from this province, they came from other places to come and do that, to deal with the problem of the protest that was there. That's one. The person that was kidnapped was found, Mr. President. We are found with that. But what I can say, this area, I did speak to the district commissioner and the provincial commissioner. While there is crime here, there is a good working relationship between business and the police and the mines. So we encourage that. Even the burning of the trucks, Mr. President, that happened here was not done by the people of Limpopo. Those 3 trucks that were burned in 577 were not burned by the people of Limpopo. Basuka le Mpumalanga, bazoshisa ama-truck na le KwaZulu-Natal. So when they have problem here in Limpopo, bayawavimba nje kuphela ama-truck, bawabhlokha, bawashisa. So we encourage them ukuthi baqhubeke with that kind of behavior, with good behavior. But the relationship here, quite good, and the question raised, as I've answered, Mr. President, those matters were solved. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Minister Cele. Now, I thought you would touch on this as well. There's a question of the taxi associations. They raised the issue that their taxis are being impounded. Already taxis tsa bona di ankiwa, and ba nyaka gore they must get licenses. So Minister utamaile, but then it is a fairly straightforward matter ya gore the Department of Transport, working with our local municipality, have to address this issue as well of the issuing of licenses. And if there are taxis that are operating illegally, obviously the law must follow its course. But what I'm grateful for, Tatana Maluleke, nimutwe kahle, me bulabula la kurungwina, me association ya ti taxi, and me teranati taxi associations tingwani. Now problem can be easily resolved in discussing this problem and this challenge between the taxi associations and the Department of Transport. And obviously our country relies on the transportation of our people by the taxi industry. So it is a most important industry in our country, and therefore whatever problems arise must be resolved. I'm going to call Dr. Nobuhle Nkabani, who is the Deputy Minister of Minerals and Energy. Minister Mantashe has been sent elsewhere, and she's going to speak about this issue of issuing mining licenses. Ki kwile botse gore mo ke lefatshe la di mine, ene ka mokana lena le nyako ba le di mine, a ke re go bjalo o molo mongwe ya ka mine ya gagwe, o molo mongwe ha tsoga go seng a ile kena mining ya gagwe, a epe chrome kapo a epe go epwa leng gape mo le platinum. Ha ke le lebella ke le bona le bo Mr. and Mrs. Platinum. So le nyaka di license. O ile nga ema pele mo ndadeng kgetheng He spoke with a lot of passion. Or we want mining licenses, we want to mine, and he wanted this problem to be solved. Particularly in kabani batho ba mona le re no batho ba epang ba ska bitswa illegal miners. They should be seen as entrepreneurs, or you are being entrepreneurs, and there's very little else that you can do in the absence of job creation. So Dr. Nkabane o tla tlhalosa ka process e ya di mining licenses gore re shuma byang. The Deputy Minister, everybody here wants a mine. What should they do to get mining licenses?
No, thank you so much, Mr. President. Firstly, I just want to indicate before the community that we do have offices of Department of Mineral Resources and Energy in Polokwane. The area manager or regional manager for that regional office is Azwi Mulaudzi. I'm told he's also around here in this Imbizo of the president. But basically, Mr. President and the community, we wish to indicate that as the ANC-led government, we have tried by all means to transform the sector since democracy. What we came up with is MPRDA, that its intention was to drive transformation. What we picked up when we came into power as the leading party is that people are complaining about issues of entry to the sector. The second issue was around gender injustices in the extractive sectors. So basically the policy was trying to address some of those issues that were identified as a gap. However, as much as we try by all means to transform the sector, and we see that we've made a number of strides, but there are also some limitations. Currently, we're busy, Mr. President, with reviewing MPRDA, of which we believe our communities should form part of that process and raise their views and ideas so that some of the issues or limitations that they identify as they work with the mining communities and the mining companies, we do address them. In terms of policy reforms that we have put in place to make sure that even our people do participate in the entire mining value chain, we did develop artisanal and small-scale mining policy in 2002, and its aim is to make sure that those who are using traditional means, there is no modern technology when they mine, they also benefit, and we have set aside some funds for them to also get or tap into those opportunities. But there is a restriction that they shouldn't exceed 5 hectares where they mine. So what we are going to do, Mr. President, so that the process is going to be clear, I'm told that the Small Business Department has got some funds again on small-scale mining, and the Department of Employment and Labor do provide training programs. I am going to make a commitment, Mr. President, that we come to the district, we partner with the municipality to convene maybe a 2 days workshop where we are going to take them through on the processes and procedures. I'm going to take the contact details of the acting premier. Thank you so much.
Okay, ke a leboga, Deputy Minister. Lekwile ge. Deputy Minister will be back here because Sekhukhune is a very important mining area. She will be back and even spend 2 days here with her officials in the department, and then businesses. Because let's face it, much as Mona, Burgersfort and Botubatsi and so on, this mining area, much as the mining is open cast, but we often find where there are dangers, even in areas like that, when people just walk in and start exploiting a resource and also exploit it where a formal mining has been happening. Now, the department has been working on the whole issue, artisanal mining, how we can find a way of getting our people, to be more formalized so that we are able to work together with government and those small-scale miners. But there are those others who operate completely illegally. And we've had very terrible incidents recently in the Free State and in Gauteng, where people who have been operating illegally resulted in the deaths of many, many people. In the Free State, go shile batho ba fitlang 31. And mo Gauteng, it's a kgopo e kgolo gagolo mo setšhabeng ha go tswa gas e itseng. So mining activity is inherently dangerous. So it is important that we should manage it properly. We should then have discussions, as Dr. Ngabane has been saying. So that will come back now. The other issue, and then we will move to closing. Minister Didiza, the issue of farms that should be given to our people was raised. If you are able to come to the stage quickly and just address this issue. A few months ago, or last year, we went to Tafelkop, where we handed over land, Honamo Limpopo. We handed over land to our people whose land had been taken years ago. Now, our people are saying we can see farms that belong to government. They want access to those farms. You tell them what you are going to do about it.
Thank you very much, President. Ngibingelele kozakwethu abakhona namakhosi enabuka khona lana. Ngingasho nje mongameli ukuthi izolo sihlangene nabalimi sahlangana futhi nalabo abebefake amabanga omhlaba asebebuyelwe imihlaba yabo. Eminye engakabuyi basicela ukuthi sizame ukusheshisa. Sivumelene ke ukuthi sizoqhubeka sizenze lezo zinto njengosicelo sabo siphinde sibuye la ngobe ezinye izinto abakhale ngayo izinto zezimarket. Sivumelene mongameli ukuthi kungakapheli uSeptember iAgripark lebe siyakha la eJane First sizoyivula iqale ukusebenza sikwazi ukubona ukuthi abalimi bayasizakala. Khona ke okunye abakushilo ukuthi eminye yemhlaba engakabuyi imhlaba eseyindaweni zesimayini savumelana ukuthi sizokhulumisana nongqongqoshe wezezimayini ukuze sibone ukuthi lolo daba silwenze njani. Siyavuma ke mongameli ukuthi kulabo abafuna ukuthola imhlaba yokusebenza mabafake izicelo ema-ofisini zethu sikwazi ukuthi singabalekelela kanjani. Ngiyabonga.
Go a etsagala gore ka gobane bontši ba lena mo le Sezulu a le se kwe botse. Go a etsagala ka gobane minister o buile ka Sezulu and le tshwanetse gore le ithute maleme kaofela. Bao ba sa kwang botse o itse Agripark e ne le gona ko Jane First e tlo tsoswa gape ga botjha. A le rate taba eo jwale wa le sa ope diatla ka gobane minister wa le botsa gore e tlo bulwa gape le bao ba nyakang go šoma ka mmu ba kgone go hwetša chance e bjalo. Now, One of the young people then raised an issue about youth challenges. And he stood there, I didn't catch his name, and he said, our voices are not heard. Hantle ore rena batho ba bagolo a re ba kwe ba ba banyane. Ore re tsofetse too much. A re kgone ho kwa gore ba banyane ba reng. A tswella pele. A re mathata a baswa a tshwanetse gore a lokiswe ke baswa. That is his message. Or youth problems must be solved by young people, and we agree very much with him. But I also want to say, Hori, this government has embarked on one of the biggest youth development programs, and we've got a number of them. One of the most important one is the Youth Employment Service, as well as the Presidential Employment Initiative, which has spread hundreds of thousands of young people into really meaningful work opportunities, where they get into a work situation, learn the world of work, where they also participate for a long period of up to a year, where they are able to be taught the world of work, where they gain a lot of skills and they are prepared for the world of work. And we have also found gore bao ba bang, because re ntse a youth employment website e re bitsang mobi.co.za ina le baswa ba 4 million who have signed on onto this website. They go to this website, put their CVs on, and babantshi ba bona, they are able to get jobs, because companies are now going to this website to recruit young people. Now, I would encourage young people, your voices can be heard also on that website, because it's a website through which the government and the private sector are working together to give young people opportunities, and those opportunities are meaningful. Kgoshi Maila re kwele gabotse ka taba e ya Braille. Le nyaka gore ha president a fetsa ho signa molao o be available in Braille. Eo yona re tla idia, and re tla idiela yona so that our laws are also available in Braille. Ke kwele botse gape gore le nyaka mmuso wa Limpopo le agele office, and o le agele office e kgolonyana e seng e nyane. So ke tla ba botsa, ke tla ba fa instruction gore ba le agele office ya lena e be office e kgolonyana. And then we heard from the disability sector, or you also want a sports center. And this we must appreciate, for people who are disabled, they want to be physically active, they want to participate in sporting activities, and a number of them who we must applaud are doing so well on the international platform. Rena le bao ba participating in tennis at the highest level in Wimbledon, as is being played now, and they are on wheelchairs, but they are participating. So I also make a call also on our municipalities as well as our provincial governments, or let us create sports centers where people who are disabled can also go and participate. Now, as everything has to come to an end, it has to come to an end even this Imbizo, because we've got to be moving to other parts of our country. But I want to end up on something that has been raised a few times by young people, Mo Sekhukhune. I once came and a young person stood up, our president, Sekhukhune in a mine, and we want a mining university here in Sekhukhune. Now, I support that. I support Aewe, and I also appreciate one of the statements that was made by a young person here who said some of the things government cannot do alone. Some of the things we've got to work together. And it was Zanele who was also saying that. And she was saying we need skills that need to be provided and need the mining industry to. And what Minister Mkhunu was relating is a good example of how mining companies joining hands with the government are able to address the challenge of water. And I'd like us to call on mining companies and indeed other companies or let us work together, particularly your mining companies. It is about time that here in an area that is concentrated with minerals, that we should uplift the young people of this district, the young people of Limpopo, and this part, we should uplift them, for there should be meaningful skills development. The skills are revolving around mining, engineering, metallurgy, and all the other related courses. And those young people must be taught here. We must have an education facility. Babang, and we can start with that. Babambari, let's set up a mining academy. Let us set up a mining college right here. Khale ka mo tlasa apartheid, go ne go na le di mining colleges di bakeng tse dintsi tse ne le tsa makgowa. So re mo di mining companies, let's work together with government. I want a mining academy and college here, bright future with mining here, and mining is going to continue here in Sekhukhune, Liko Waterberg, for a very long time. And Libo Plekentechana, Libo Rustenburg, we're going to have mining going on for many, many years. We now need to uplift the people of those districts, those areas, and establish training facilities for the young people. The young people here have been saying, and they've been articulating this so many times, they are showing, yes, we want to be educated, we want a mining college, a mining academy, and even 2 universities. That is really forward-looking, and I want to applaud you for that. Now, so so that the mining or the private sector must cooperate with us. As one of the young people said, government cannot do this alone all the time. Yes, we are already cooperating, as you heard Minister Cele saying, we are working well with the private sector on matters of crime. That is good. I want us to work together. Yes, we are now working together on water. That is good. On roads, I want to see that. I want to see us working together on developing our small, medium enterprises. Minister Ndabeni Abrams is here. Great improvement of working together between these companies and small, medium enterprises as well. We want to see a good working together. I want to end on problem ena engwe le tlhagisitseng ya office, Sekhukhune district office. Bari taba e ya office ithomile ka 2007. le nyaka office ya district municipality gore e be mo gore e tloge kwa Capricorn. Bjale ha ba mpotsa ba re go ntse go lwantshwanwa ka ditaba tsa dipolotiki, ba bang a ba e nyake gore e be mo kapa mola go na le morusu o etsagalang mo gare ha baetapele ba lona ba dipolotiki ba lwantshana ka bobona. That's why re sena district office until today. From 2007, we've been talking about exactly the same thing. The political leaders here are pulling in different directions, and it has paralyzed the provision of good services to our people. Kabani o ubatla se, o ubatla sela. Khoshi Maila o itse, let us tšhelete gore e felle mo potleng tsa bona, and ba bang ba ikemiseditse gore ba tla gana gore go be le tswelopele. Now I want to call on the leaders here and indeed all over, gore let us put the in re lwanela gore district office ibe mo o mongwe nyaka mo, and in the end there is no progress. Let us stop this. District office e agiwe gore batho ba ska tlhole ba ngwalla mangolo a matelele a sekgowa se ko godimo. Ka hobane it's a simple matter. The district office ba go Jane First ba re ba ntshitse ba donatile lefatshe ba re a agiwe district office, and I say let us go on. Re ke re ipontshe gore re batho ba tswelopele, that we are more interested in development rather than in pursuing our own partial interests. Ha re ka ba le that approach to everything, where we say ntho tse tshwantseng gore di ise setšhaba pele a re di be ko pele, tseo tse isang nna pele ke le motho a ke di beele morago. It is important for our own development that the interests of our people should be ahead of our Sepalabamo. The 4 municipalities, Kekwilo Khotino, they work well. Hone service delivery that's good. Rebatla hore le district, it must also be strengthened. Le district be strong, it kgone support abo masipala. And as I have said, we have now realized gore re tswelle pele botse le tšhelete e šomišwe botse, we now have to come in and intervene as the national government. Ba rata kapa ba rate bao ba mo masipaleng e tla diragala. Ka hobane nako e nngwe ba re president re fe tšhelete. Ke kwele 2 weeks ago re le ko KZN, go na le mayor o mong o na re no re fe tšhelete re tla iketsetsa ntho ele re re ha re sheba record ya bona re hwetša gore la ba fiwa tšhelete a ba o di mošomo owe. So we are now saying we want our municipalities to function, and as they function we want the best of the best to serve us. Gore batho ba na le tsebo, batho ba na le bokgoni, people who have capacity and capability. Re ska ilo nka motho fela re mmona gore o tlo tlholega be re mo kenya stulong a ba senya ditaba tsa setšhaba. So we must get our municipalities to function better, and that is why we say we want to professionalize our civil service. Batho ba tlo shumelang setšhaba ba be batho ba bulegileng mo ditlhogong, ba be batho ba na le bokgoni, ba be batho ba kgonang go dia mosebetsi, e ska ba batho ba na le botswa ba ratang go dula di-officing fela ba sa shumele setšhaba. Ke yona ntho e re nyakao ewe. So that is when work will be done. it is unacceptable to me. For we've been waiting to get a district office since 2007. Today, le atla mo Imbizong le tlo complainer over a simple thing like that. Yes, I want to receive complaints about water, about roads and all that, but a matter like a district office, no. Eo yona, you should have solved it a long time ago. So the instruction, ekin sang khonabiano, ke re ke nyaka district office e agiwe mo Sekhukhune without fail. Because it's a straightforward thing. As regards the other issues, we are a government at work. Remo mushumo, and I want to appreciate bao ba ileng ba bolela ba re no ra bona gore mushumo o tswella pele. Mushumo o tswella pele. We are doing everything we can. One of the key issues we are looking at is unemployment. Re batlo aga mesebetsi, and that is why re nyaka gore this place ya Sekhukhune e gole. It must become the mining capital of our country. We must be able to attract investors. And our local business people, yes, must get involved in mining. They must employ other people. La ka mokana lena le nyako ba le di mine tsa lona individually. Ke nyako re le be le di mine le hire batho. Ba shume di mining tsa lena. But we must turn the situation around. But I like the spirit that is here. Ke rata moya o ke ukwang mo. The spirit that is here is a spirit that is positive. You want to see the problem solved and gore kgone tswella pele. And halelebella, when you look around mo Sekhukhune, you see progress. Tswelo pele le a ibona. Ditsela di a agiwa. Metsi re tlo solve a problem ya metsi. Go tlo ba le 24 billion ranta e tlo solvang problem ya metsi. Ke ona tswelo pele re nyakang. So dintho di tswella pele, mesebetsi tla agiwa, ke re a re lebelleng tsela e yang ko pele. The young people who are here, yes, we want to see you educated. We want to see you getting skills. We want to see you. Once we have this academy, I want to see many of you enrolling. Lilo kena ko skolong se sa di mine. And in fact, ke nyako bona bontsi ba lena also going to other TVET colleges throughout the country. Refocus on skills acquisition. Bontsi ba baswa ba nyako ya university ba lo kry this degree and that degree. In the end, batho ba hwetša mesebetsi botse. Those who get jobs are those who get jobs a lot easier, are those with the real hard skills. Bao ba kgonang ho dia mesebetsi. Because that is where our economy is moving to. We are now moving to new sectors of our economy. We are opening up many opportunities. And le gona mo Limpopo, one of the biggest areas that we need to focus on is tourism. Minister Barbara Creasy, Minister of Environmental and Affairs, she's been going to all the parks in this province. There are many tourism opportunities that are there, that are waiting for us to get into them. So really, Muso, as government, we are here to give support, and we say the positive spirit that you exhibited today, I want to see it continuing, and government will always be there to give you the support. We are a government of the people, by the people, that is here to work for the people of South Africa. So, ka mantswe ao, ke rata ho leboga, ke leboge magoši a rena, Ke leboge all the people who are here, leaders of various organizations, le bao ba ileng ba bea mantswe. La o sa bea lentswe la gago, o ntse o le motho wa mo South Africa, and re batla gore Sekhukhune must become one of the best districts in South Africa. Ka hobane batho ba le beela ko hodimo. Forward le Sekhukhune, forward. Forward le Sekhukhune, forward. Amandla. Ke a leboga.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We need Rekopatu Mele.